about a week out from Christmas. And let's go through these traps one at a time. First of all, you say a trap is chasing those credit card rewards. Explain why that might be a pitfall.
Well, there's kind of a thrill to getting free stuff. And I think that's why a lot of people love racking up those rewards points. Here's the thing, though. Rewards are only free if they're for things you were going to buy anyway, and if you can pay your balance off within the month. Remember, rewards are typically between 1% and 3% of your purchase. If chasing rewards causes you to overspend, laying out an extra $100 just to get $3 back isn't really a good deal. In particular, if chasing rewards causes you to carry a balance on your card, then earning a 3% reward while you're paying 20 to 30% in interest is an especially bad deal.
We've got some of the other traps to avoid up here. Another one is believing low monthly payments make credit card debt affordable. Explain that one.
Yeah, let me give you an example. At the end of last month, I owed $1,000 on my credit card. My bill showed a $40 minimum payment due. So that's easily affordable. I could have just paid that and felt my credit card debt was no big deal. However, there's some disclosure that's required by law to appear on every credit card bill, and I would encourage everyone to check this out. That disclosure shows you how long it would take you to pay off your balance, making just the minimum payments. In my case, if I made just that $40 payment, it would take me 3 years to pay off my $1,000 balance. The disclosure is also required to show you how much it will cost you in interest charges if you make just those minimum payments. Again, in my case, I would pay almost $280 over and above my balance because of interest charges. And that's not even the worst of it. That calculation assumes you won't make any new charges. Well, few people can go 3 years without using their credit cards. I mean, I'm not a big spender, but even in a slow month, my new charges are likely to exceed that $40 minimum payments. So the lesson here is you should always pay more than the minimum, and if possible, pay your balance off in full every month.
Yeah,
Credit Sesame did a survey that found that 3/4 of people with credit scores of 800 or better regularly pay their balances off in full every month. In contrast, just 1/4 of people with lower credit scores do that.
Good advice. The other thing you say is thinking about these store-branded credit cards while shopping, signing up for them may actually not be a good thing. And I think most stores now offer that. You go in and you're at the checkout and they say, would you like to sign up for our card? What's the risk in that?
Well, a lot of times they offer you a big bonus or even a big discount or a cash bonus for doing that, signing up for their card on the spot. And it can be enticing, but I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of making financial decisions that I don't have time to think about. I mean, you're standing there at the register with your hands full of shopping bags. You have a line of people waiting behind you. Are you really going to take the time to read the credit card agreement as carefully as you should? Are you going to check the interest rate and any fees that will apply to how you use the card? And are you going to stop to think about the effect that signing up for this card is going to have on your credit score? Maybe when you're shopping online, you might have time to think about all that stuff, but chances are you're not going to do it in the store, so I'd give it a pass.
Good advice. One final trap I want you to talk about is spending without a plan. And that's especially in these final days before the holidays. People feel kind of frenetic, right? They've procrastinated. Why is a plan so important?
Well, I always say budget before you borrow. People tend to do their holiday shopping and then they only think about how to pay for it when the bills start arriving in January. That's why consumers continually rack up more and more credit card debt. In fact, they rack up more debt in November and December than they can pay off during the new year. Try handling it the other way around. Before you do your holiday shopping, sit down and figure out how much you are going to be able to pay back in the early months of the year, and then make your holiday list based on things you can afford to buy with that amount.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.